Enjoy the show. Some of the best drivers in the world here, some of them from each region.
Yeah, for sure, we do have pretty good drivers here.
This is like a stacked top 14 here for sure. All of them are very good. Some of the best people from their country in each region. In future broadcasts, we'll go into a lot more detail when we have things kind of ironed out, how we want to run everything and present everything from the beginning. We will jump in as soon as they go.
Off they go. Ooh, Justin with a good start. Alright, we got off the line pretty clean here, going to turn one.
Oh, one person's deep.
Guy going in the grass. Who was that?
Oh no, chain reaction. Of course Ruben messed it up. That's unfortunate. Let's see all the display. Best 6 of 8 count, so whoever just got messed up right there will definitely have other chances to do well in the future. Let's go to the front.
Okay, so it's drop 2 races, huh? That's
yes. Best 6 of 8.
There's drama there. Gr.3 is 6th place. Some guys using a bit too much grip.
Wow.
Oh! Car stand just gave...
Yeah, we have somebody in the sand there.
Yeah. Diesel and sand.
There will be some incident reports filed here.
Yeah, that was car stand that gave him that push.
After all of that.
It's going to be hard for him to catch up. Oh, we got to change the lead here.
Good call.
Debson's looking up to make a pass on the inside here, side by side down the straightaway. It's going to be a tough one here, but the outside, into turn around, should be pretty good exit. Yeah, it's really hard to get an edge or another driver, considering that, again, everyone has the same car. So it's going to make everything a bit difficult sometimes, just because you guys are going to be going down the shore at about the same speed. Obviously that helps, but no great advantage for one another. So that's good to see. Debson still behind lead on there. Take that spot from him, but he's still very close, so it's still pretty good. Pretty close battle. Yeah, it seems like they're selling in. They don't want to battle, so you can see them for a nice little gap about 2 seconds over Gr.3 there. But yeah, let's take a look around midfield. It looks like we got a nice little battle here, 6, 7, 8, or even through 11 actually. They're all really close.
We do.
Oh, Rodrigo going down the inside on Dino. Nice. Sticks it. 6th spot right there, battle for 6th place. Yeah, so far, the field, the first 2, it's still pretty tight. It's going to be a tight race here. It looks like all these drivers have a similar pace and always really falling back. Too much other than their driver that has unfortunately incidents early on in the first lap of the race.
Some great pace being shown by Miro. He's got a 46.8 on his first lap with some help from the draft and had a death zone. Anything below 47 is a crisp lap here.
Yeah, Yeah, do you think like maybe Detson's holding back a little bit, saving his tires? I know tire wear is not going to be a big issue, but I think just saving that little extra will help him at the end.
I would say that these tires, because the tire wear is so low, and they are the racing hard tires, I would really blame that for all the issues at the beginning, and the reason that they still seem to be going at a very conservative pace. They do take time to heat up. Only just about now will they be at full temperature. It's a nice move by Dino ahead of Imperfusion. Let's go back to the front. See how the battle is going.
Yeah, it looks like Romero has 7 tenths on US 7 Boston. Still within that gap, so it's not, he's getting away. So we'll see what happens towards the end. It's still a long race. It's going to be interesting to see what the strategy will be like for the next few laps. Got who is this GTS and Earthquake side by side. GTS advantage on the inside. I completely missed that. I saw yellow flags lately, but didn't quite catch that. Looks like maybe Miro made a mistake.
Some good racing from Creaser and Imperfusion there. Looks like everybody's still in the race. I'm proud of them all for sticking with it even after such a messy start. Such a delayed start as well. We've had some minor technical issues here. John is off at the second chicane. Will John be the first to park it? He just keeps exiting. What are you doing, John? On board with Dino.
A little bit.
Will we see a move from Stinky?
That son took the lead back.
Yes, he did at Ascari, it seems.
Yeah. We gotta just keep battling.
Well, I wish I could just focus on them alone. This battle's so good, but I have to see what's going on elsewhere as well. Covering the race from 2 angles. Yeah, looks like sure. he will be in that draft again.
E1 Miro's still there for the challenge. He's definitely going to put the pressure on Lefson. Oh, he took it back. We're seeing a pass for
so far
right now, going down straight away.
Yes, well done for Miro.
Rodrigo going in the inside Max. Ooh, a little sideways there, Max. Got a bit on the grass, and yeah, Rodrigo takes 5th.
Rodrigo storming up the field after a very ugly start. Coming on fast.
Yeah, definitely good recovery. Yeah, it's good to continue to push, just like you guys been doing, and it's paying off. Going back up and keeps this space. It looks like it's closing out.
Oh, some debris on the track there. Looks like they've got it out of the way, fortunately. Nice move from Imperfusion on the outside. Oh my, some contact is made. Some more contact. But he does the right thing and lets him have the corner at that point. Just want them both to be safe. That is good racing.
Yeah,
could have been trouble for both.
Right there. Yeah, definitely you can see the third in these drivers. trying to block your EMR. But he's trying to keep him behind him, so we'll see what happens here. He's putting that pressure on Oscar.
Looks like Ruben may have had some trouble there. He's falling behind a little bit. Ooh, some contact. Earthquake out in his own in third, catching up to the leaders. Seems to have pulled away from both Kimi.
Yeah, it was a 2-second gap. You know, I think like 3 laps ago it was like a 2-second gap. And right now I think because of all the...
Rodrigo only 7 seconds back in fifth with plenty of race left to go to make up some time. Especially with all the battling going on up front. Oh no! Some lag. That was terrifying from cards. Glad to see that that was just lag and not the real thing. Miro cards and girth, and Boca still up at the front. It's like Rodrigo and Twami battling behind them.
Yeah, lots of swerving back there.
Yes, that Lesmo too is a very tricky corner. But it seems that most of the guys who have found their feet moving nice and consistent, no more chaos like there was at the start, but now we still have the same battle at the lead, right on his bumper as they go into the final corner of Parabolica.
Yeah, now you can really see the drivers working together, trying to get away from the earthquake there.
A little less battling going on for sure.
Yeah, they're right to make it a 2-car battle and a 3-car battle.
Earthquake showing excellent pace today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these drivers are probably aware that they're compromising their battle here and their positions due to, you know, a lot of pass exchanging, even though they just did that right now.
They're doing it in a smooth way, it seems.
Smooth way, but they're still losing time to go, it looks like. So we might make it a 3-way battle here if they continue to lose this much fighting right now. Looks like so. We'll see.
It's a nice 3-car battle here for 8th. Priester going down the inside. Makes the move stick. Some really good midfield action here from 6th all the way down to 10th, not too far away from each other.
Into the race and everyone's still really close, so that's really awesome.
Oh, Earthquake going well wide for Earthquake, well held.
Oh, that puts almost just over 5/10 on that gap. And on high road here, so make many mistakes here. You really have to watch your driving here, I believe, because even though they're fighting at the front, they're still very smooth, like you said. So they're not losing a ton of time, but also the drivers behind them make mistakes, and that's definitely going to compromise the gap.
Yeah, I've noticed that Kimi is actually decreasing the gap between himself and Gr.3, so he's also a driver that's possibly going to make it a four-play battle for the win. Seems to be closing that gap nicely.
He certainly is. He's back within draft range almost if he completes this lap at the pace he's going. His last lap was a 46.8, and before that a 0.5, so he's putting some of the best laps on the circuit right now.
Yeah, definitely. He's being the underdog right now. Just the lap before I saw it was a 2-second gap between him and Gr.3, and now it's down to just over 1 second. So it's gonna be a four-way battle if the leaders keep battling for sure.
Ooh. Fainting the inside from Miro. It is pronounced Miro, by the way. I'll just let you know now. I should have let you know before the broadcast, but it's Miro. And he is a young German lad. He's from the Nürburgring area. He is a karter by trade as well, and has good skills. He competes well in the European top sport at his young age already.
It's got a little nice battle over here, Parksan and Tommy.
Parksan and Max are pretty much a run for their money. You know, they're side by side. They've been basically at it this entire lap. They're still continuing to battle here. It looks like Parksan's attempting to pass them from one. Doesn't quite get it, but he's definitely putting the pressure on Max. And he already had taken that spot from him, but Max came back down, took it right back. And this battle is also looks like it's compromising the gap between them and the driver behind them. Freezer, looks like. Oh, Max with that slide there on the exit, the second chicane.
Oh, Miro going deep in the sand on Lesmo 2 on my broadcast here. My goodness, that was close. Destin takes the lead off that area. Miro will have some dirty tires. Taking risks on that brake point. Looked conservative, but wow, that was right on the limit of grip. Well held for Miro. Keeping in this battle with one of the best drivers in all regions.
Yeah, for sure. That's a tough thing to do. I mean, he's showing a good pace against Stepson. You know, it's always good to see a close battle between these top drivers. You know, to be quite honest, like most of the grid, I mean, it's definitely pretty tight. You know, considering the fact that all the factors that have played into this race so far.
Broken line, emoji flex biceps, emoji flex biceps.
Miro takes it back down the straight.
Very nice from V1 Myro here. That was a very nice pass, and you know, these two drivers gave enough space to each other to come out of that corner without losing too much time. So we've been saying, I mean, Gr.3 here, he's dangerously approaching. I mean, he was at 2-second gap, and he decreased it to 1 second, and he made a mistake. Went back to 2 seconds, but now decreases the gap again, and also GTS behind. He's also close to that gap. So this might end up being a four-way battle for the winner towards the end of the race. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this guy will see.
The top four are within a couple seconds of each other, with Rod in a little gap by himself. 7 seconds behind, 4 seconds in front. With 11 laps to go, you never know, he might be able to pull that back if he starts running 46s every lap like he's starting to do. That time's looking better and better from Rob.
Yeah, the leader's been battling this whole race, and it's crazy to see how much pace they have over Earthquake. He has nobody to battle, but yet the leader is still in front, so that's pretty amazing to me. These guys are really talented.
They are, and Boca Kimi showing great pace. He's got the fastest lap of the race against some really stiff competition here. Showing up for his team, representing for his favorite driver, Kimi Räikkönen.
For sure, I mean, even looking midfield right now, we got
ooh, side by side at turn 1. I saw it interrupt. They go through clean. That was good racing from both Defsun and Miro. Oh my goodness, little slide on the way out. Some real action at the front here. My goodness.
oh yeah, they're still side by side. I mean, it's pretty crazy how those drivers just have been at it since the beginning of the race. They haven't really stopped their battles. It seems like they just want to continue to do it because they don't care that the gap behind them is close with Gearquake and ETS. It's definitely looking like it's going to get forward now.
I would believe they're all in each other's draft now, so they would definitely will be evolving as we go. I have to keep an eye on that no matter what, but let's have a look back at the midfield, the further back pack. Oh, we have quite a bunch at the back here. 4-car pack. 5 cars really if you expect Dino to catch up and close the gap to the cars ahead. Nice little train forming.
Also looking back at 8th place, 9th and 10th. I mean, these guys are pretty close here as well. These drivers have the pace similar.
Very loose from Ruben, my goodness. Coming through Ascari, all sorts of sideways. The lead's about to change hands again, it looks like. Can't keep my eyes off it. It also does look like there is a lap car up ahead that they will have to make.
Right there, opportunity to take first place. These guys make a mistake.
Here it goes through clean. Oh my.
For sure. Earthquake is already there in that mix. He's definitely going to be, looking for that pass on either one of these drivers goes in second place. It really looks like he's going to pull out for a pass down the straightaway into turn 1, but it didn't.
This chicane is going to be interesting. Will they all break in time? Of course, they're all very professional with this at this level here. Beautiful.
Traffic's going to make this race a little interesting here.
Yes, he should be ghosted, fortunately. It is on, isn't it? Is he not ghosted?
I don't see him yet.
I think the ghosting is on. I made sure. So if he's not ghosted, that is going to be even more interesting. But I believe they can just go right on past him. I would prefer that in the future, if a car is lapped, if they, give way to all the other cars if their race is pretty much over. But hopefully he is ghosted and won't interfere with what has been an amazing battle so far.
Yeah, for sure. We got some people in the comments here on Twitch. People cheering on Earthquake right now.
Yeah, let's go Earthquake. I am too. I mean, this is amazing to see him getting so close to these sorts of talented people. Earthquake's had a big run of great races the past couple months. He's been working as hard as anybody to include. One of the best DS4 drivers there is right now, for sure. He's really stepping up. I believe he's the only DS4 driver in this pack of 4. Defsun making the move down the inside.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pass here, and we know these drivers can exchange positions without much trouble here, so yeah, we definitely should expect Defsun to take that first spot without any issues here and continue the battle.
I would love to type in the chat, tell John to move. But I want to let this be organic and not distract anybody. I'm just going to let it happen. John should know better than to stay in their way. The draft of a ghosted car does affect the car ahead, so hopefully they can all be careful and navigate that, because you don't want to break a little too late because you don't expect that the ghosted car is affecting things.
Yeah, for sure. Even a ghosted car can affect the draft. So yeah, it's going going to be interesting here to see how these drivers manage the lap traffic here coming up. Looks like that's going to happen here soon. Probably within this lap or starting the next lap. Really close.
Yeah, Jimmy's being really conservative right now. He's not making any moves on anybody. He's just hanging out waiting for someone to make a mistake and capitalize on this. So, smart move by him, trying to keep it clean. He's in a good spot to obviously win.
Wow, we have pretty wide coming out of that chicane. That was intense. I mean, it seemed like...
wow, you cannot take your eyes off this battle. Oh, there goes Boca, very deep. It is a four-way battle. We're all the way overlapped here. My goodness. Some contact.
Yeah, looks like GTS got second there for a bit, and then, he's back on second again. There's changing positions here continuously, and, man.
Oh, wow, two wide, two pairs of two wide through the first chicane. My goodness. Never seen racing like this, really. This is amazing. It's nice when you don't have a penalty system to interrupt things.
Exactly. You could get a little touchy here and go swing some door paint going to some turns without having to worry about the penalties like this. So that's always good, and it's not a dirty driver. It's just racing, pure racing.
Yes, you can't avoid small touches when you're racing like this. For big prizes and trying your hardest. It's very hard to avoid those small taps that Polyphony unfortunately penalizes people for quite harshly, also quite unjustly sometimes with the way the algorithm is, but I always personally give Polyphony credit for creating such a complex algorithm to try and judge things with many different factors that people don't even give credit for. So without it though, you get a great product. This is beautiful without it. Wow, Gr.3 starting to lose it a little bit. Had the dirty tires from the previous corner. He's going to have them again now.
Yeah, Kimi slowly but surely moving up the field. Not doing nothing too crazy.
John doing the right thing, staying out of the way. Yes. He knew it was time.
John, respect for John. That was
John is the man.
Right there.
Ooh,
Too wide in turn one. Oh, that's a little nudge, but they made it. Thank goodness they made it. Looks like Kimi is gonna have a challenge from Miro. Miro wants to get back to the original battle.
Yeah, Miro definitely doesn't want to lose that.
No, but it's getting very sketchy. Oh, wow.
Hard for it.
Kimi throwing it up the inside carefully. Wow, excellent racing. Excellent racing. As good as it gets. Some contact. Oh no. Wow. Aggressive from Gr.3 there. That may result in a steward inquiry for that one, but the racing goes on. The penalties are after the race.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we'll have, search will review the incidents after the race, we'll review the replay, and based on that, we'll give penalties when we need it.
Yeah, with all this battling, you guys notice Rodrigo coming back into the mix. He's only 2 seconds behind.
Yes, he has caught up quite a bit. I see that. Within range. Getting a little draft off John soon.
We know 2 seconds with these guys is not much. I mean, they could close that gap pretty quickly, especially when we have drivers as they have been for the almost entire race.
It has been non-stop.
Yeah, pretty soon all the drivers are going to be back together. It's going to look like we just started the race.
Yeah, for sure. Miro here looking for the pass on the inside of Gr.3. He knows that he has to move that, make that move as soon as possible because he does not want to lose that gap between, or increase that gap between Epson and him. And at this point, it looked like Deerfield was kind of losing pace here. Definitely walking away from him, but just a little bit. It looks like Miro here is taking over and leading the pack back to Jefferson.
A little further back, we have Creaser and Cards fan quite close to each other.
Deathy too good.
And here we have Ruben and Stinky battling as well. Very close together. We have another little pair here. That would be Sam and Twami. And then finally we have another pair, Imperfusion and Dino, having their own battle. But I'm sure the front is going crazy once again, isn't it? Let's have a look.
Oh, Perfusion went.
Oh wow, oh my goodness. Multiple cars going wide. Dirty tires will be something to watch out for here.
Are all these guys using movers?
And it looks like Defsun has opened the gap. Defsun has himself a little gap from the draft here now.
We got someone on the John just spun out. Sorry.
Very close. Boca and Miro going door to door through Parabolica. My goodness.
Yeah, something happened there to Miro here. He dropped back to the fourth spot here from second. He was
on board with Boca. Small tap. A small tap. Multiple taps, but everyone made it through. That's going to help Defsun. Just a little bit of disorganized driving here, but hopefully these guys realize that they can't afford to let him go. That's not the guy to give space to.
Definitely not. I mean, definitely don't want to start battling too hard. I mean, it's the closing lap, it's getting close to the last few laps of the race.
Also, whoever is working the camera cuts is Pro AF.
That would be me working my camera cuts. If you check out on Twitch the NACAM Virtual GT series, you will find our Twitch channel. Please check it out. Give us a follow as we grow. Going through the growing pains of round one today, learning lots of things. Oh, very late braking from Miro, giving up nothing even though he's right at the bumper of Boca. Awesome control. I'll have to stay here. There's no way I'm leaving this. See what happens. Rodrigo only 2 seconds out from the back of fourth. Still 4 laps remaining after they cross the line here. Some dirty tires from Gr.3, just the edge, should be fine. The draft train's bumping along, they know what to do. Uh-oh. Careful now, guys. Careful now, guys. Oh, my goodness. Miro goes extra deep. Wow. They really want to battle for these points now. They know that every point will count in the end of the season. These are big results to get. A podium here means a lot of money. A lot of prize pool money will go to the top 4 or 5 finishers. The top 8 will be paid out at the end of the season. It is an 8-round season.
Yeah, definitely 8-round season with 2 race drops. So, drivers don't have to worry about at least 2 races. As far as but still, like, every driver should take it pretty seriously and take in consideration that every point counts, especially because the championship.
Rodrigo now 1.5 seconds back from Boca. He'll have trouble closing that gap with the draft, but they will probably be battling all the way to the end, these guys. Gonna have to keep it here as much as I can, so you don't want to miss a moment. Running nose to tail. Jostling for position. This battle is one you cannot take your eyes off.
GTA's book, it's in between Gr.3 and Miro, so it's he's been sandwiched by these two drivers, and these two drivers have really good pace, you know, so it must be very difficult to keep these drivers, you know, behind you. Oh, he makes that pass.
Boca goes deep. Boca goes across the chicane. Has he been reset?
Yes,
did he get reset?
Back, and he got reset back again.
Also, why are these guys not getting penalties for cutting
Oh
them?
no.
That was not the call there, but man, that was very unfortunate.
That would be something to analyze post-race, because I'd really rather he didn't get reset and was able to continue. In real racing, they would just continue on and assess a penalty after if anything needed to be awarded, but that is such a shame after a great run from Boca. He still had 5th place, also himself, it seems.
Seems like BTS Boca has traded places with Rodrigo here, because now he's in the back of Miro, and you know, he's putting that pressure on Miro now instead of BTS. Boca.
Two wheels
Boca
inside the
fell
line
back
is okay.
8 seconds from Rodrigo. And Rodrigo is now within 5/10 of Miro, and you know, this could be, at this point, any of these guys' battle here.
Yeah, it seems like they have somebody that's pretty much checked out. It's going to be pretty much a battle for 2nd place, and if Dustin makes a mistake up front, but man, this guy, he's too fast. He set the pole lap, so I doubt we'll see any mistakes from him. So,
He did. And just to let the viewers know, the pole lap for this race was not decided today. It was decided when these guys did a time trial over the last few weeks, so they all had unlimited chances to submit a better time, and Defson came out on top in that.
Increase her volume over.
Yes, of course. I think I can.
nice little 5.5-second lead there. You gotta just keep battling.
Excellent racing from Gr.3 and Miro. My goodness, through turn 1 is never easy. On your own, let alone side by side. And Gr.3 sending it up the inside here.
We have someone on Twitch saying, Rodrigo, come on, get that 2nd spot.
Thank you for reading those comments off. Thank you, chat. I hear my chat, they have the computer voice, so they get the voice of their own. Feel free to make as many comments as you want, chat. I'm not driving, so you can't distract me.
Yeah, so we definitely have some people rooting for Rodrigo here, so we'll see. I mean, he's definitely close, and he's definitely there with a good pace to potentially take on the 2 drivers ahead of him. We'll see that.
Oh, some bumps going into Ascaria, but it looks like they've made it.
Yeah, but you can definitely see the aggression as the race goes on.
Yes, but to a final lap now.
Yeah, a little bit more aggressive now, not so conservative as they were early on in the race.
Every result will count in the end. You want to have the best scores possible. The 2 you drop will hopefully be ones you didn't need. Oh, this is fascinating what will happen here. 1 more lap to go, everybody.
It's definitely going to get intense. I might give the rest of the grid a quick rundown after turn 1, because it looks like some green light trade passing on the split places here. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
Oh no, Miro! Big heavy contact. That would have been rough in a real car. Almost T-boned him. Slots himself back in behind. You can see the desperation on these guys. This is it.
Yeah, they definitely want to get the most points, especially now being the last lap. They're like thinking in their head, you know, I have to get the spot.
Some contact on the way in. Secundo Variante is a very dangerous chicane to go in too wide. I never try it personally. Never once.
It definitely takes some skill to go through either one of these chicanes. I mean, it's going too wide, especially the track being narrow as it is. There's parts of the track, and it's definitely a tricky maneuver to pull off.
It's like Earthquake out on his own. Never mind, excuse me, that is Earthquake right there. All
good
three.
with, moving side to side, making sure that they don't attempt to pass, trying to be as unpredictable as you can.
Yeah, definitely trying to break that draft, but it looks like they might not have it. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, this might be a
It's going to be quite close. Don't push him into the pits.
Oh, the picture here. We have that for these two drivers. Yeah, it looks like Gr.3 takes that second spot from Miro here, and the gap was not like big at all.
It's 300ths of a second. That is close. That was very close.
Yeah, this battle came down to 300ths of a second. I mean, from the start to finish on the 22 lap bridge, bring it down closely on this long of a race. It's definitely impressive.
Yes, considering how ugly that start was, it was truly atrocious. A lot of the quicker drivers found their way to climb back up the field, you know, just like I always do when I race my personal racing. I never give up on a result, never back out if I don't have to. It looks like most of them did that very well today. So that start it set some people back quite a ways, and they took advantage of the clean air and the lack of battling to catch up. I'm sorry if my volume was too loud, everybody. My sound effects volume. If it's better now, let me know.
Well, there you have it, guys. I mean, that's the end of this race. Is round 1 at Monza for the NACAM Virtual GP Series. That's been a very good race. I mean, honestly, it was very entertaining to see all the drivers. You know, there was always a battle at the front, middle, back. I mean, there was always somebody looking for, you know, to gain a position from somebody else. So, you know, that was also really good to see. So, excited for the next round, to be honest. It's going to be, for these guys, you know, what they showed today was pretty good racing, it was very respectful from most of these drivers, the way they were handling their passing. I mean, you know, especially going into such a high speed, you know, track like this one, going into turn 1 at high speed and then going through that tight chicane. It's hard to manage, especially some of these drivers were doing it side by side, which is pretty incredible.
I truly agree. That was amazing to watch. Couldn't have enjoyed that more. For some of these guys, it's very, very late in the morning. These European guys are racing the crack of dawn to be here and compete for this prize. That was impressive stuff from Miro, as well as Gr.3. That whole front pack did an amazing job. Defson, of course, coming through, but he definitely didn't have it easy today. He was challenged for 90% of that race until he got himself a gap.
Yeah, these guys are all very, very close, and yeah, I consider that a bit lucky. Defson got a little lucky there. These guys, Rodrigo, Miro, and what was the other driver? Rodrigo. Oh yes, Kimi. They were all battling, so that gave them the little breathing room.
Check out the Twitch, guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, those battles, you know, especially PX7, Defson, and V1 Miro, they were battling at the front because they had a nice, decent gap between them and in 3rd place and 4th place. But after they started battling a lot early on in the race, closed the gap between them and 3rd and 4th spot, which made it a 4-way battle. And it was a 4-way battle for quite a few laps as well, you know, until 2nd and 3rd started battling a little bit more than 1st and 2nd, and that's when Defson started getting away, you know, a little bit more and more as each lap progressed, you know. So yeah, it could have been a really, really close battle for first, but you know, you could never tell. You know, drivers start getting a little antsy for positions, and then they start making passes and gaps start increasing. So I mean, that's just how racing goes, and that's how you know, drivers have to think about race strategy basically. And you know, the outcome was very good for Defson at the end of this, because he definitely had a challenge from Miro for the entire race. I mean, I didn't see any time when they were just him, you know, them two battling, where each one got an advantage over the other as far as the gap goes. So yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, my message is going to be delayed for them, but...
And yeah, so since the race is over, you want us to end the stream?
Yes, we can end the stream now. I want to thank everybody who checked out this first race. It may have been a scrappy start for the race itself. Took us a little longer than we wanted to get everything ready, and I think some preparation beyond what we did today is needed for next week, so we will get right on that and begin to develop this series into what we want it to be, which is the highest quality racing that you can find on Gran Turismo Sport. It will be the, one of the higher end leagues if we get it where we want it to be in the next few months. It's going to be 8 weeks. We're only skipping Thanksgiving. We will have a race every single Friday at the same time, 8:30 p.m. And it looks like they're going to be grid start now, since rolling start was just such a mess when we were attempting to work it today. That was really interesting to see how it just doesn't work with a big lobby of international people. You have to do grid.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it worked out fine.
Who won?
We had our struggles
I missed
obviously
it.
in the beginning, but it all worked out, and it seemed like everybody had a great time. No major incidents, I don't think. Yeah, it's
Jepsen.
gonna be a good one. Next race, round 2, should be a lot smoother, for sure.
Yeah. So once again, thank you everyone for watching. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna add to something that Louis said. Grid start with these guys, it's not a big issue. Because I know with grid start into turn 1, there seems to be a lot more trouble, especially like bumping and going in,
Yes.
taking drivers out. But it seemed like with these drivers here, there wasn't an issue because they all were very aware of their surroundings. So that was good to see. So I don't think a grid start should be an issue in the future, as we've seen today. So yeah.
I fully agree. One last look at the grid. We have GTS Boca Kimi, who ran an amazing race up until the very end when he had a little bit of an incident on his own. 46.3 is an incredible lap to run. Draft or not, however he got that, that is a great time. And we will have to review the replay and see what happened. Maybe that will be something I post on my channel. But make sure you check out NACAM Virtual GT on Twitch. Every single race will be broadcasted there. All of the real production value will go towards the Twitch. My channel will also be here to stream it with another perspective from the Twitch. So I'm going to log off mine and kill the broadcast. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much, Eddie and Louis, also, by the way. You guys were incredible today.